All right, it's July 14th, and this week I think we should do an exercise in checking the receipts, because last night I was just like brain fogging it up. Like, I couldn't cross all the connections in my brain to fully remember how long it really is since I've seen the Aquabats consecutively, every visit to the Valley of the Sun. Like, they may be the one I have now seen the longest and not missed a show, which is really cool. Because no effects, I missed once when I played Edgefest in Queen Creek, and I didn't want to pay $80 because I'm like, I can pay $25, fuck that. And then there was Less Than Jake, and I missed them twice in that same span, about 20 years. One was when they jumped on a very unique bill with like Linkin Park and I think Snoop Dogg and The Used, right? I kind of did want to be there to see the faces of some of those fans, but I also didn't have the money for the cost of that ticket. And then another one just due to timing of COVID and stuff. So, or I think it was a little jumping on. They jumped on that Simple Plan tour last minute, and then yeah. Anyways, regardless, we want to figure out if I've seen the Aquabats the longest of any national touring band. And I think the most appropriate way to do this is we've got to bring out the anti-negativity helmet. Yeah, we got to put this on. Mess up my hair. There we go. And it's not complete without, we got to get the goggles. We got the goggles, right? All right, we're going to throw this on. It's going to kill my peripheral vision. But, okay, now we can start this thing. And the good news is, because we used to get more ticket subs back in the day, and I would throw them into the CDs I owned, some of the old albums you might remember. So we can take a look and start going through these and see what's the oldest ticket sub I've gotten in one of these albums. And let's see here. Let's start with the Fury of the Aquabats. And there's no ticket stub in here. But, I pulled this one out. This one actually went all the way to LA to watch them perform the Fury of the Aquabats. I know that's not really the longest time ago, but it is the first time I saw them out of state, I think. So there's a note. Well, let's move on. All right, we got the Floating Eye of Death. First, let's see. Nope, no tickets. And I kind of threw it in whatever was the most recent album I purchased at the time. So, all right, we got Yo Check Out This Ride. And check out that ride. It's awesome, right? Oh, there is a ticket sub in here. Oh, we got two, actually. Got the new time zone. Just shameless plugging. And this one is 2014, though. It's not... Oh, you can't see that with the green screen. Whoop. There you go. You can kind of see that. Good thing for green screens. But that's not what we're going for. We're not going for the, more recent ones. We want older. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what green screen does that. Ooh, you can still see it. And one of their best, of course. Myth, Legends, and Other Adventures, Volume 2. Never been in Volume 1. Maybe one day, right? Oh, there is a ticket sub in here. Oop. Okay. We got a ticket sub. We're gonna pull this one out. This one is 2004, December 17th. It might be 20 years then. It's been looking like 20 years. Whoop. Cannot focus. I cannot focus. Whoop. Come on. There we go. There you go. Nope. It doesn't like it. Oh, there we go. Light. Right. 2004. So, this being 23, technically 19, 20 years. It's been 20 years watching and attending the Aquabats. I don't think there's anything else in these, but there probably... Oh, there is. This one is a 2006 ticket stub. How about that? I don't know how I chose what albums to throw this in. And, of course, it's also green, so whoop, it's going to not want to play nice, huh? But yeah, this one at the venue of Scottsdale. There you go. There's a throwback. The old Cajun House when it got renamed. There we go. August 19th. So second oldest ticket stub I got here from the Aquabats. But I think we figured it out. We've been going to 20 years of the Aquabats. No ticket stub in this one. So yeah, regardless, we've solved it. We've solved the mystery. The longest the streak that I've been attending Aquabat shows, and of any artist, I think, nationally touring, is the Aquabats. How about that? It's super rad. Trying to think. Only other one that it might rival that, and I'd have to do the same thing, is maybe Anti-Flag. That's for a future episode, though, because you guys want to hear about what are the next shows coming up, right? Next week of shows going on around Phoenix and the surrounding areas. A little bit of poking around Arizona if you're looking for something within driving distance to get out of this heat, right? So let's just go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I still do recommend masking up. At least helps mitigate for yourself, lower the spread of COVID, flu, whatever. And then also, a room full of it still mitigates the spread of a virus and helps the touring artists, helps make it more inclusive for your favorite musicians and immunocompromised friends. And I know I'm probably in the rarity at this point, but still mentioning it. I still did it while I was in the big crowd last night, so try to make this the first July that I don't fucking catch COVID. Strangely enough, I've caught COVID in July 2021 and 2022, and 2022 is still with me, giving me this dumb fatigue. It's so dumb. But yeah, so that's why I stress it. Also, of course, thank you, Tony from Dumpster Hump, for putting together the theme you hear at the top every week. And yes, also, shout out, thank you, Jolena, for giving me a ride to that Aquabats show last night, which was fucking amazing. And back, making sure I got home safe. No tired driving for me. And also thank you, Sonia, for the spare ticket you had. That even fucking helped hook it up even further. An amazing night with Agrolites and Left Alone. Fucking great. So we're just going to put that out there right now. Right at the top. Also, of course, wherever you're watching this, please be sure to like it. Assuming you like it. I know. You might not like it, and, that's your opinion. But hopefully you do. And if you're not watching it, or if you are watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe, or go to EveryShowJoe, or youtube.com/EveryShowJoe, and you can hit the subscribe button, because as those numbers go up, I will get access to more features like ad revenue, which is fabled and sought out, and at least make a quarter of a penny off of every ad you click, skip after 6 seconds, that kind of stuff. But it helps. All of it helps. And because I don't do that, I do patreon.com/EveryShowJoe, and you can go support that way by going to patreon.com/EveryShowJoe. Even $1 tier in there, so even $1 a month if that's all you can spare. Cool, welcome it. Thank you. Anything you can give, $5 a month, even better. Awesome stuff. Like buying me a beer or a soda at your favorite mid-size to smaller venue, not those big guys. Unfortunately, those amphitheaters, those arenas, those stadiums, you gotta mortgage your house for at least 2 beers. Regardless, off track, right? Going on a tangent. Regardless, you can go support at patreon.com/EveryShowJoe. Anything you give, appreciate it. Helps with gas money, helps with ticket costs, helps with even just the equipment I'm using here to record and improve it and all that kind of stuff. And I appreciate everyone that does support over on Patreon. And speaking of also appreciating and supporting, thank you also Val Doors. Jesse Val, you might know from Cartoon Lion, you might know from Delta Val, and he might have some solar stuff that I keep touting every week that I have heard and might be putting out there, and that is exciting, just to hear him doing more music. He's got an amazing voice. But Val Doors has helped contribute and improve using the camera that I use. So we have a higher resolution we're capturing at, hopefully, depending on how long it takes for everything to, process and give you the higher resolutions. We'll try and get it up there, but regardless, it should be looking sharper. I did get a new monitor, so hopefully the colors are not undersaturated or oversaturated. Your screen may vary regardless, but yeah, hopefully we're good. Thank you, Justin. Also underneath, you're hearing Mr. Mud and Mr. Gold, Killing Floor, looking one of my favorite musicians in the Valley. I've known them, speaking of long time knowing and watching musicians, I've known Mr. Mud and Mr. Gold for fucking ever now. That has been over 10 years, and those dudes are amazing. I love those dudes, and that's why they're underneath here. So hopefully you like it. Hopefully you're not turned off because you somehow don't like banjo, because you should like banjo. Banjo is so much. But yeah, also, of course, the other thing to mention that you can do for free, go to everyshowjoe.com and click over there. See, I put up a little post about hitting 12 months, 1 year of long COVID, and something I didn't expect to hit. Actually, yesterday was the anniversary of testing my first negative test. So I tested negative from COVID, but then the fatigue and the brain fog, and it all just keeps going on. And man, fuck. Find joy where you can. You can still enjoy life. It just kind of stops you here and there, and then you go, and you shake your fist at, and you just hope. Well, and you go to doctors. Soon we have the rheumatologist, so we'll see where that goes. But regardless, another tangent. EveryShowJo.com. You can go check out that, and you can check out all the pictures taken with my proper DSLR, and all the stuff I've written about, all the musicians and bands that I fucking love, and I've captured over on that website. Plus, more shameless plugging. At EveryShowJo.com, you can click the store link and pick up an Every Show Joe shirt. You can wear it everywhere. You know, people see it and then look it up and type it in and go, "What the fuck is this?" And then go, "Oh, and then they might like it. So you can appreciate that too. But yeah, also, I think that's it. I think we got all that. Of course, every week I like to just say, fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck sexism, fuck all that bullshit of masking just hate for these issues of trying to blame others and keep people down based on just trivial things that shouldn't fucking be things people judge people by. And it's unfortunately, it's throughout our law enforcement, it's through the laws specifically. I mean, you draw your conclusion. But it's also through just wages, through all that stuff that shouldn't be that. And it's people holding prejudice, people wanting to feel superior to another. It is just, it's hate. You should be lifting one another up, should be caring for one another, and making everyone have a fucking level playing field. So, always like to tout that every week. And all these links that I throw out here, you can go to everyshowjoe.com/get involved. So I got them all linked there, so you can go check them out. But stuff like 1 in 10, 1 in 10, 1 in 10. I want to say this. The numbers are spelled out. The letter N is in between. Anyway. 1in10.org, where they are there helping our LGBTQ youth just embrace who they are, accept who they are, love who they are. They should fucking love who they are. And they're an organization there helping them embrace it as they go through some of the most rocky points of every one of our lives, I'm sure, as you get older and figure out who you are and figure out what you prefer and what all that stuff, what that is natural to you. So yeah, 1in10.org, and they're out there. National Center for Transgender Equality, transequality.org. They are there fighting these stupid laws with the ACLU that are being passed, trying to attack our trans friends. They are trying to attack. Yeah, you can see it every day. Luckily, some courts are blocking stuff and seeing it is a violation of just basic human rights and of freedom from the Constitution. So that's good news. But regardless, they're there for workplace laws, for all that stuff, and trying to secure health benefits, all that stuff for them. Also, of course, Black Lives Matter and Poder in Action are both amazing organizations to get involved with. On their websites, they have ways to see how to get involved and also take donations. They're both taking down systems that have racism within them and trying to rebuild them. So some of you that are like, oh, they just don't take it down. Blah, blah, blah. No, they're trying to rebuild them, replace them with something that integrates and does not discriminate like that. Put something better in their place, and that's amazing. So definitely push that out there. Of course, StopAAPIHate.org. That's one for a national one for Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders. As you know, hate crimes have gone up for various things. Reading and stats out there against them, and so this is another one for them, for Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders specifically, but helping just fight the good fight there. First Nation.org, of course, I throw out there for Indigenous or Native Americans. And then if I like to throw out there ones involved with our music scene, of course. Fucking, how can you not love the Sidewalk Project? Because they're there helping with the homeless situation that's been only getting worse in this country. And are also there helping with against self-harm and all that kind of stuff. And they have a Phoenix one. I know they do have a Phoenix one. And also, so go check out their website, thesidewalkproject.org. Punk Rock Saves Lives nationally. You've seen them at shows. I'm sure you've seen them at shows. They're also for mental health. They're there for bone marrow donation, all that kind of stuff. Fucking great group. They have their little festival actually in Denver end of this month, I think it is. Check out their stuff. And they're also raising money for their RV that end up having some issues that need some repairs. So go check them out. Go give them some donations. Go support. And in this long list of things I list out every week is the Abortion Fund of Arizona, because everyone deserves to have a resource and someone that can be there to help by making the best choices for yourself and having the right information for yourself. And they're a good organization there for you. abortionfundofaz.org. Because in this state's, more specifically, we can point it out, we're still using a territorial law. That's how archaic we are about reproductive rights, and no one should be forced to deal with that. They should be making the choice with them and their doctor, and that's the best choice they can make for themselves. And that means I'm pro-choice, so if you're trying to figure out what that means, yes. So yeah, throw that out there, plus projecthope.org, Ukraine, Puerto Rico, as hurricane season is ramping up again, always can use support for rebuilding, as this country doesn't seem to support all of them like they should. Let's go with that. But yeah, so there's that. And of course, supporting and supporting our favorite musicians is another thing that this whole thing is about. And of course, simplest, easiest, best way, go buy their merch, go buy their brand new EP, go buy their music, go listen to their music on their band camps, and physically get their CDs like I was touting here. Buy an Aquabats CD. This one's not for sale. Regardless. But go buy their scarves, well, if you're in a warm, colder climate. Hoodies, shirts, short sleeve and tank top shirts. That's probably the most appropriate attire for us here in Phoenix. So, best, simplest, easiest way. Of course, NEVA, the National Independent Venue Association, they're out there also every week. So go support them. They're there lobbying for the interest of your favorite independent venues. And they also have an emergency fund set up to support venues that might need it for rent and that kind of stuff. So you can go to nevassoc.org. And yeah, of course, the most fun way to do it, as I visited last night, is going out to watch your favorite bands and support them directly that way. And of course, that's how you best support your favorite venues too. Go watch and buy a soda, a beer, maybe the food. Yuck has got some good food. Crescent, those burritos, I haven't touted them in a while. The Crescent's burritos, oh my god. The carne asada is still my favorite. I know the bean and cheese is the most popular, but the carne asada, that's where I'm at. Their tacos are really good too. But enough food. Let's talk about the delicious shows coming up for the next week. Starting with tonight, we got Fiend X Fest featuring Dark Ride, featuring Ferratu, Vacant Skies, 5 Cylinders Below, Rejected Monsters, and I still didn't learn to read Roman numerals like this, but XXRNII, if it is even supposed to be a number, at the Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. Also, one that I fucking found at M3FS, awesome musician, indie rock, great indie rock band, Goth Babe, playing with Husbands at the Van Buren, 8 p.m. We got Liam St. John with the Debbie Cousins, Evan Hosier at the Rebel Lounge, 8:30 p.m. Rod Pinkard with his debut EP release show with St. Pop with Factory Set at the Nile Coffee Shop, 7 p.m. Got Glue Sticks with Police State, Mantis Bite, Freud, and DJ Mouse at the Nile Underground. So if you're just hanging at the Nile, we've got a few shows there for you. Also, Crossing Eyes, Dotting T's with Ring Finger No Pinky, and Afterbirth Cartoons at the Loogie House, 7 p.m. One that I made a note to try and get on last week's, and it's at least in the text list. Oh, finding some of these shows. I try, but we got it on this week. So hopefully, if you were listening to this or watching this and you're like, that sounds awesome, go run out there. So start at 7 p.m. We also got Stephen Marley with Hyrie, Arise Roots, and the Irie at the Marquee Theater, 7 p.m. Bob Log III at Chopper John's, 9 p.m.-ish. I didn't see a time, but Bob Log's there, and Bob Log III is awesome. Speaking of good with banjos. We also got Sangria Sunsets Pool Party with merch, Bougainvillea, and Proper Pet at the Clarendon Hotel in Phoenix. 6 p.m. start for that one, which I'm sure a pool already sounds appealing to so many of us right now, right? We also got Holy Folk, the Writers Round, as they've been doing, is it monthly, every other month? Regardless, they talk about some awesome stuff, and this time it's with Wheelwright, it's with Giovanna Kingi, I apologize for butchering it, Taylor Glasheen, and Kevin Madzuk of Harrison Fjord at the Valley Bar, 7:30 p.m. And of course, every week, if you're looking for something to do from the comfort of your home, with one of the best groups of people hanging out, watching it in the Twitch chat, and just one of the best people you might know from Real Big Fish. You might know him from the Littlest Man Band. You might know him just because he's awesome. Scott Kloffenstein there, and G. Scott curate an awesome stream every Friday night over on twitch.tv/Scott Kloffenstein. Also, while we're on that, I'm going to throw this out here because Scott has been, as it's come out, there's a GoFundMe. He's been dealing with chronic Lyme disease since 2015. And he's needing help because insurance, with specialized treatments for some of the stuff, insurance won't cover that kind of stuff, and that's bullshit. Trust me, that's bullshit. But I want to throw it out there. If you want to go support Scott in this and help him with some of those costs, definitely throw out there his GoFundMe, at least for what I copied from the share off the GoFundMe, is GoFundMe.me/31566 lowercase b, lowercase c, and 5. So go support Scott Kloffenstein and his endeavor. Someone who's now experienced a chronic illness for now a year. Fucking some empathy. I'm sure his is worse, and that's why you should go support. But regardless, love Scott. Hopefully, you guys just works and gets better, and all of us can have a happy ending here of just getting our health together and enjoying our little everything. Moving on. Saturday, of course, we got some awesome stuff, and I put this one at the top because it should be at the top. It should be the first one you're thinking about, and you can get to this and you can get to any of these the rest of the Saturday. But that's the Girls Just Want to Have Fun Demental Rights show. Yes, that one is going to be benefiting, all the proceeds are benefiting Cyndi Lauper's nonprofit to support the efforts to advance fundamental rights and health of all women and girls. So want to put that here first for you. It's featuring some awesome local bands. We've got Murder Scissors, we've got Cadaver Dabadoos, we've got Fuck All You People, Vicky Vicious and the Saints, Critical Miss, and Especios. Sorry, butchering my Spanish. At Canadian Records, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. So see, you can get out there and you can make it any of the other ones I mentioned. So I'm putting this here at the top. And speaking of things about, maybe melting, we got the original Misfits. They're going to be playing a Phoenix date. Isn't that great? That's great, except that it's going to be super hot, and that's why you're really going to be melting. But it was an awesome bill. You got AFI, and you have Fear, who's on their last year of touring. So if you want to check out Fear one more time, that is the show to go to. A Talking Sick Resort Amphitheater, 7 p.m. At least the sun will be kind of down, so it's only going to be make sure you bring water, hydrate, and yes, trust me, hydrate, please. I mean, I know you guys are gonna drink out there, but water is the best thing you can do out there until it cools off. So, gonna just stress that enough. And sunscreen, second best thing you can do on top of hydrating. But moving on, if you're looking for something with air conditioning, they can jump over to, you got Dead Canyon's album release with U.S. Grave, Dueno, Surf Through Death. Oh, that's a fucking good. At the Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. We also got Simple Malfunction with Sick. There's 2 S's, so Sick. And Fair Lady Laser Tank at the Trunk Space, where they do ask as a courtesy to mask while you're inside of the Trunk Space. 7:30 p.m. We also got Aura May with Practically People, KRXS, Sora in Tokyo, and Desert at the Nile Underground. No, it's all one word, but I learned how to read that. That's why I'm like, yes. Nile Underground, 6:30 p.m. there for you. And then if you aren't catching, or you might want more crossing I's and dotting T's, well, they are playing. And they're playing with a Dreamcast. Great name. Great console. Bethany Home, Ring Finger No Pinky at the Nile Coffee Shop. There you go. Get your caffeine fix so if you need a little extra energy. And that'll just get you moshing and moving to these bands that are getting you moshing and moving regardless in the Nile Coffee Shop. I assume they allow that in that space. They just move the tables. I've only seen like acoustic shows in there, so this sounds cool. Also, of course, we got Maxwell Rose. We got Armando Moreno in the Revival, and Carol Pacey and the Honey Shakers. Fucking also just some favorite people here in Phoenix at the Fog House. So you can get some good food, some AC, and can go watch them at 7:15 p.m. going on from there. And we got Summer Reggae Rock Party with Urban Life and Higher Tide at Cactus Jack's in Awatuki, 7 p.m. Electro-Eclectic? I think that's what it is. Electro-Eclectic. It's on here because Shucks Famicon is an awesome artist that I like. Didn't want to throw out here. It's more digital. I know. You're going to be like, electronica. But it's super cool. Shucks Famicon. Even just show for him. Do it. Especially if you pick up the reference video games. Anyway, And Feral at the Beast, 9 p.m., which is the Cornish Pasty in Tempe. We still got more. We got one down in Tucson for you. We got Disband, Alien Arcade, Gusher, and Chess Club Dropout at the Screening Room down in Tucson, 8 p.m. So if you're looking for something down there, slightly, probably the same temperature of heat, right? But, if you're looking for a reason to get out of Phoenix, and then go south, there you go. And if you're hanging out at home and you're looking for some awesome stuff, got Les and Jake. They're streaming from their Welcome to Rockview tour. They're live stream from the Irving Plaza at veeps.com/Les and Jake. 6:45 p.m. start for that one, so you can go check them out. And when you're waking up in the morning, just turn on Cappy Gooley at 9 a.m. over on his Facebook. He calls it the Cappy Show. He takes requests, and also one of the nice, awesome people you're going to watch stream music. And yeah, I would recommend giving a follow because he usually tends to stream throughout the week. So super cool. We also got Sunday. We got a really cool tour. Super happy about this because we got Pool Kids and we have our own Sydney Sprague, who fucking has been going to be on this whole tour. And congrats and awesome, and just awesome to watch social media and see how great that's going. Also Chase Patria on that at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. We also got Fauna with Freud, Overthinking, and Suburban Now at the Now Underground, 7 p.m. And I need to get to see Overthinking. Fucking another one of my favorite people here in the Phoenix scene, and it's his new band, and I want to see it. And eventually, my health will be there. Well, it'll be there. We have a growing list of bands that I want to check out once I can just start running around again. Then we also got the George Ruiz Band over at the Wasted Green in Scottsdale, 9 p.m. And then always streaming on Sundays. I got Buy Me Mammy taking requests. You can ice Well, you can ice them over there. Twitch.tv/BuyMeMammy, 2 p.m. Talali. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, I'm butchering the name. And we're going to just... But Buy Me Mammy is awesome. And hopefully one day I'll get to see them. Monday, you can relax, especially if you went out to that Misfits show and you sweated off your ass. You might still be trying to regain the moisture in your body. And then Tuesday, we got the Peelers with Whiskey Famine at the Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. We also got the morning stream with Bite Me Bambi at 7 a.m. over on their Twitch. And Scott Klopstein's got the evening covered at 9 p.m. for you. Wednesday, we got the Somber Bombs with the Groans Knee Breaker at the Trunk Space, where, yes, as a courtesy, please mask inside there is what they ask. 7 p.m. start for that. Plus, Scott Klopstein's got you in the morning on that one. So 9 a.m. you can tune in for Scott. Thursday, you got Death.gov, another band on my list that I want to go check out here eventually, with Bite the Hand, Police State, and Feed at Rebel Lounge. That one is 7 p.m. Got the Kaleidoscope Kid with the Hourglass Cats, with Prefect at the Valley Bar. That one is 7:30 p.m. Got Rad Stacy, Life on Standby at Almond, unless it's a typo, Vital and Halfway to Michigan at Jared's Coffee Teen Gallery at 7:15 p.m. We got Green 182, a tribute band to, you probably guessed, Green Day and Blink-182, with Threefold Fate at the Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. Plus Scott Kopstein still streaming on Thursday mornings, 9 a.m., so you can tune in for that. And then Friday, it's lighter. It's kind of, I think that's what comes with the summer. But we got Las Calacas fucking playing with Sonido Cachimbo, hopefully I didn't butcher, and the Limit Club, hopefully I didn't butcher. Oh, my English. But regardless, Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. And get one of those awesome burritos or tacos or whatever. Enjoy the food they have. Also, we got Stomach Book with Floral Internet, Crass Blossoms, Material Girl, Okinawa Plane Crash. We're fucking amazing. If you haven't seen, yeah, go check them out. Gusher over the Trunk Space, which, yes, please mask inside, at 7 p.m. there. Plus Scott Klopstein streaming 9 p.m. over on his Twitch. So, yes, there's all the shows that I was able to find this Friday evening after a nap. Regardless, don't get long COVID. That's the thing. Do all you can. Regardless, so try to do my best to find all these. These are at least all the venues that I am able to check, all the websites I'm able to check, all the event pages I'm able to check. I've got a list of bookmarks I go through. Plus, thank you everyone that does send me events over on Facebook, and I can go through those and also add these to the list. But I do sometimes some slips and cracks, flub. So, and like I said, I try to get it in the text list over on the Facebook pin post and over on everyshow.com. Shameless plug number 72 or whatever number. So yeah, 42. That's the right answer. Regardless, I'm trailing off, and that's probably a sign we should end this. So hopefully you guys have fun out there. Be safe out there. Of course, be courteous to one another. Care for one another. And hopefully maybe I'll pop out there trying to push through this, or just eventually be better. But regardless, have fun in your favorite venues. Go have fun supporting your favorite fucking bands. And just have a blast. Be safe about the heat. Be safe about drinking. And until next week, take care.